Hello, this is Apeksha. These are my team members Rakshita Rudramani, Priyam Chikeri, and Rakshita Dabadi. Today we are exploring an interesting and challenging concept in operating system, infinite swapping by each child process. This experiment is designed to demonstrate the behavior of process creation and how resource management can spiral out of control if not properly handled. We will cover implementation for both Unix, Linux, and Windows. Let's get started. The implementation of Unix Linux header files includes the stdio.h, unistd.h, stdlib.h. The purpose of these libraries provide functions for input output, printf, purpose creation function is fork, and problem termination that is exit, infinite loop that is while of for one. uh, Function for creates a new child process, return 0 in the child process, return greater than 0 in the parent process, return less than 0 on failure, handling an error if bracket of PID greater than 0, P error of fork failed, exit of 1 if a function of fork fails, an error message is printed and the program terminates with exit of 1. Next will be continued by Rakshita Rudramani.
I'm discussing about child process logic. Else if paid is equal to 0. Printf spanner child process with PID percentage slash n get paid. If paid is equal to 0, the process is a child. The child process prints its process ID using get paid and continue the loop. Else else wait null. It is a parent process waits for the child to terminate before continues, prevents uncontrolled process growth. In Unix and Linux, the program may fail due to the fork bomb, infinity process creation, hitting process limits, or insufficient memory. Next, continued by Priya.
Windows implementation. Header files. Hash include windows.h. Hash include stdio.h. Purpose. Windows.h provides the create purpose. IPI for purpose creation. stdio is used for input and output function like printf. Infinite loop. While one start of info and process information structure are initialized using zero memory, si.cb is
ಅಪ್ಪ
equal to
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ
size
ನಾನು
of
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ತಾಳು ಹೊಗಳೇ
sets, the size of startup info structure.
ನಾನು
Startup info and process information structure are initialized using zero memory. si.cb is
ಅಪ್ಪ
equal to
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ
size
ನಾನು
of
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ತಾಳು ಹೊಗಳೇ
sets, the size of startup info structure.
ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ.
Next, if purpose creation, create purpose, create a new purpose on failure, an error is printed using get as error. Next. Child purpose details. Printf swap child purpose with PID. Prints the PID of the created purpose, closes the process, and thread handles to release system resources. Main function, int main. Purpose starts the infinite child creation purpose. Windows, the code will fail. Child program exits in missing the path is incorrect or system resources are existed. Common issue. Both program can fail due to infinite loops. System resources limits or improper error handling. Next will continue by Rakshita.
I am here to explain by the comparisons between these two are the process creation. The Unix and the Linux fork systems can be called by the clone by the parent processes that can be created by the child processes. While in the Windows creating processes launched by the external executable to create a new processes. Resource usage. The Linux and the Linux processes are the lightweight. They are the shared memory between the parent and the child. Where, whereas The Windows processors are be the independence and the consumes the more memory. Dependency. The Linux and the Linux program that does not require the any external independency. But the Windows programs that can be depend on the external executable like child processors .exe. Error handling. In the Linux and the Linux error are be handled by the period and exits, while in the Windows get lost error it is be used to provide the error codes. Parent child synchronization. The Linux and the Linux are the way to make an apparent process to wait for the child to complete, whereas the Windows that does not wait for the child processes by the defaults. Terminations. In the Linux and the Linux are the child processes termination is be controlled by the parent processes, but the Windows have Windows the child runs further independently. Platform supports. This program that can be works for the only the Unix like systems, for example Linux, Mac OS, while the Windows programs can be works only on the Windows systems. The conclusion: this experiment is an excellent demonstrations for the process by the creations and the resource management. If we can be show how an infinite loops of an process that can be created by the impact of an operating systems, highlighting by the importance of an control resources and the allocations, where you are will learn about the operating systems or just by the experimenting with an processes management. Always remember by the proceed casually. Running the infinite without a proper safeguard can be used can be easily overwhelmed by the systems. Thank you for watching.